Shalom, family. Thank you so much for joining us here at the Evangelist Corner. And we're locking in at this time every week. So thank you for bookmarking this time on your schedule. And we're going to try really hard to stay right on the schedule every single week just to keep us locked in. I think it's a really good time. We finally found a good spot. So hopefully it's a good time for you as well. Certainly thankful for every one of you that stopped by and for those of you that share the link because we're being shadow banned. We're being hidden, kind of like Wilson behind the screen.
Behind the screen. Here
And they won't let us share links and things like that. I don't know why. What did we ever do anything to anybody? But anyhow, be a friend to us on this thing. All of you, if you'd be so kind, is to go over to your social media, whatever you use, take this broadcast and plug it over there, just to let them know you ain't slowing us down. We don't bombard you because we don't feel like it. But whenever we feel like it, just to let you know, okay, we can always post the link. Hey, do me a favor and go post it and invite some friends over. Let's talk about evangelism. Let's talk about getting people saved in a time when the nation needs the right message. Amen. Let's take a few minutes, go get our friends, get some folks over. I'm going to bring in one of my friends. I'm going to bring in my pal. Go get one of your friends. I'm going to go get one of mine. Actually, I brought two. I got Mindy behind the screen. Say hi, Mindy.
Right. Hello.
And of course, joining us as usual, my brother, my primo hermano, Evangelist David Colon. Thank you always for joining us, brother. As always. Wait, let me unmute you. Hold on. Let me unmute you. There you go. Sorry about that. I had you muted.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure and an honor to be among Mishpachah.
That's right. Mishpachah.
Amongst my people.
Oh, Mishpachah. You brought up a good word. We're going to circle back. We got to write that down. Mishpachah. We're going to talk about that. Do you guys all know what that word means? I know some of you do. Some of you have a little tiny bit of Hebrew going on. You got a tiny bit of little Kisat Ivrit, right? A little bit of Hebrew, right? Okay, so we got to remember these things, okay?
Mishpachah.
Take some notes, man. Mishpachah. That, a lot of people think that means family. We're going to come back to that here in a bit. So if you think you know what it means, stick around. Stay tuned. We're going to stick around for a bit and we have a chat. David, we were talking about the situations going on in the country. Of course, we're super excited about a lot of the positive things that we see, but the nation is really mourning today. And
yes,
the scripture tells us to mourn with those who mourn. And it has been a tragic week in the United States with the loss of Charlie Kirk. And I feel like we better say something here really quickly to let everybody know that we know that happened and we're not good with that. We certainly see the pain and sorrow that it caused, and we are certainly mourning with those who mourn. David, what's your thoughts on this tragic week that we've just been through?
It was horrific. No matter how it's sliced, it was not a good thing. Yeah. And somebody lost their life. A family is going to go without a father.
On that.
Yeah.
We get it. There's a lot of thoughts going on. A lot of people coming back and forth, right, David? We're seeing a lot of conspiracy things and things like that. We're not going there. We're mourning with those who mourn.
Yes.
And we see the pain and sorrow. We see the difficulty people are having. I'm seeing a lot of people like a JFK kind of moment. Kind of like a 9/11 kind of moment. And interestingly, it was the 10th, So what's your thoughts about the impact societally that we're watching, the number of people that are really being impacted by this?
Yeah, it's a lot. I mean, even inside my own family, there was people with tears and rightly so. I mean, regardless of anybody's, disposition or view about this, it was a tragedy. And yes, we need to mourn with those who mourn. And, this is a, it's a sober moment.
Yeah.
Here in the United States.
That's the thing that we're really grabbing, isn't it? It's a sober moment, a moment where we're all counting the cost of freedom of speech.
Mm-hmm.
A moment where we're all saying, are we really here? Is this really where we are? I think everybody, it's more than, look beyond the event. If you can. And I think what people are really being impacted by is the implications.
Absolutely. Well, 1,000%. To know that there are those out there that are trying to squash your freedom of speech, it's a sobering moment, because the Bible talks about the end days, and how it's not, it's going to be dicey. It's not going to be good, and
Right.
I think people are waking up to that reality.
I think we're there.
Yeah,
I think you could say a lot of people are like, "Hey, we're there.
We're there.
We're certainly seeing some. Wow, that came home. That came home hard.
Yeah.
Okay, that came home hard, and I hope that one of the things about being in the ministry is you have a lot of times you got to deal with death, right? You've got to deal with the fact that this is, and one of your hopes always is that this death will mean something, right? Every eulogy, every time you go through this, it's like, please tell me this death meant something.
Right.
And I can say that I see that, as tragic as this was, there's some positives that are coming from it, and that is what we want. I think that's what he would want us to focus on. Absolutely. I think if Charlie were here, he would say, go get them saved. Because if there was one message that I did keep hearing as I hear clips now, is a lot of desire, a lot of passion for the gospel. Again, people are in various stages of ignorance and what have you. We can all be very judgmental about that. But David, what's your thoughts? And Mama, you too. What's your thoughts about that element, and how that now the country seems to be a lot more awake to the gospel?
Absolutely. Okay, yes, it can definitely be, you can look at the positives and say, are we as a nation going to roll over, or are we going to stand up and preach the gospel and get people in the water?
Come on, let's preach this thing.
Get them in the water. Get their face in the dirt. That's right.
Get fired up.
That's right.
Okay. Yes. And know that the cost may be dire, but you're going to get fired up.
Absolutely.
And see, the real is I think what hit everybody was how real it is to stand up
for righteousness.
Whatever your thoughts, how real it is to stand up, and how real it can get for you. And it you know what it made me think of, David? Now, this may not be something that other people thought, because I'm strange and odd, so I'll run with that. But it made me think about how the apostles eventually lost their lives.
That's
how that crowds turned on them, right? How that they were well celebrated for a long time because they were miraculous. They were able to do amazing, powerful things, and so they were loved where they went. I mean, in many places. But at some point, if you read the historical accounts, if those are accurate, I mean, again, we're questioning everything these days, but if that's accurate and that's how it ended for them, what horrible ends they all came to, as people sort of turned on them, if you will. You get what I mean? And so it goes to that's what I thought of. What were your thoughts as you watched this tragedy? What were your thoughts about that? How did you assimilate what you were watching?
Well, for sure, first and foremost, it did really bring home you can call it a danger of speaking forth righteousness to a nation of people that are like this. Now I can't hear you. Right. Dull of hearing. So it really is a sobering moment for people. Especially, in Evangelists too, as well. It's a sober moment there too, because,
it makes the point.
Again, like what you just said, what happened to the apostles?
I know. Yes. I know that was an odd thought. I know that's probably not everybody.
No, that's not an odd thought.
But that's what I thought of. I was like, oh my goodness. Sure. Like, imagine standing up, you're preaching the gospel, right? You're just trying to get people saved. That's what you're doing. That's all you're doing. and you're willing to argue with them, you're willing to preach, you're willing to stand there, right, in the dark or the night or wherever,
Mhm.
and there's water there, and you're just trying to get them in the water, get them saved, and then some guy says, I don't like your message.
Mhm. Right. Are you willing to lay down your life? Yeah. Come on.
And so what I'm loving though is I'm loving that now we got everybody's like, I'm Charlie Kirk. We're all Charlie Kirk now. So that's kind of cool that, you know, we want to see people like get their courage back and say, we're not going to go quietly into the night and be afraid and
That's
live
right.
in perpetual fear.
Come on.
We need to be a courageous nation.
Come on.
We need to be a people that know how to answer and respond, but respond is different than react.
Mhm.
Right, David? So that's
Yes.
what we're hoping to see is more
Yes.
responsibility, not reactability. Reactability gets a lot of people hurt,
Right.
but responsibility, taking advantage of this opportunity to add to the mishpacha. And what is the mishpacha? Well, the mishpacha, my friends, is the covenant family. Not just relatives.
Mm-hmm.
Watch this now. And not just other people who also are on their way to mishpacha, because a lot of times people camp out on the way and never even get there. Listen to me. A lot of people camp out on the way with other people that are supposed to be on the way. And because they found other people on the way, they decided to just make camp right there since they didn't want to, and never got any further. Never got any further.
Oh.
So you're seeing this camping out effect.
Mm-hmm.
This won't last because Yahuwah will gather his flocks and he will bring them together to gather at one accord at some point. So
Yes.
we're seeing some movement that we never saw before, where people are starting to realize that the mishpacha is a lot more than just a Greek hall with theater seating and a guy that stands up at a podium in the front.
Right.
What's your thoughts, David? Mr.
Well,
Evangelist. What are you getting them saved to join?
Well, you're getting them, those who are of like mind, or that are coming to a like mind, coming to that hive mentality, as some people choose to call it. But it is those that, that really are taking this walk seriously. Yes. And not just playing games. It's not about fire insurance. It is about coming all the way, no matter how much it hurts, no matter how much it bothers your flesh.
That's right.
You keep moving.
Keep moving.
Like Paul said, I keep going towards a high mark, towards
That's
a high
right.
calling.
That's right.
And
I
don't let nothing get in my way.
Every tragedy, every situation, you're enduring it, you're surviving it. What can we use? What can we gain? What can we learn? What wisdom can we gain from this situation?
That's correct.
And for those of you that are picking out all the flaws of this and that, good for you. You're sharp. That's great. Don't let everybody know everything you see.
Right. That's correct.
Just saying.
Because it can come across as callous and insensitive too, as well. Even if the things that they're seeing, may have some merit.
What are you talking about? I don't see nothing.
Exactly.
Okay. Some people are too quick to let everybody know what they see.
Yes.
That can be dangerous. Just be wiser than that. The question isn't whether you're right or wrong.
Come on. Is it wise?
The question was not right or wrong. We're not asking that question. We didn't ask a right or wrong question.
Mm-hmm.
We asked the is it wise question.
Yes.
Different question.
Different question.
So how many know that Mashiach did not say, go ye in all the world and preach right and wrong? Right? And then he told us to be wise as serpents and what? Harmless as doves. Like pick your battles. Know when it's time. Know when's a good time and a bad time. This ain't a good time. Not a good time.
You got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them.
Know when to fold them, exactly. And speaking of time, we are in a very special time. We are just days away from Yom Teruah.
Yeah, Teruah.
The blowing of the trumpets
Yes.
begins in just 4 days, folks.
It is.
That's right. According to the Zadok Enoch priestly calendar, which we faithfully keep here at New Kingdom, this coming Yom Revi'i is Yom Teruah.
Yom Teruah.
We will be blowing the trumpets on front of the 12-stone altar. We will be declaring freedom, liberty to the captives, if you will.
Oh, yes.
We will be interceding on behalf of all the tribes that Yahuwah would hear our petition for your liberty and breakthrough, for your jubilee
Woo!
that they have robbed you of.
Come on.
I mean, you know that part of this entire, do you know that we are literally a living petition for your jubilee? That's why we're here. Big reason why we're here is your jubilee that has been robbed of you. And if you're over 30 years old, you're in that group.
You're in that group, yes. That's
because you haven't seen it. You've never seen it. I know I've never seen it. I'm 60, 61. I've never seen it. You've never seen it. And we're supposed to have it every 50 years. I said we're supposed to have it every 50 years. They robbed you of a jubilee. I said they robbed you of a jubilee. So we need to continue to intercede. But while we're doing that, you know, we got this class action lawsuit going right now. That's what's going on before the throne. We got a class action lawsuit on behalf of the remnant. Okay, so we know, according to the book of Revelation, that judgment is rendered to the remnant.
Yes.
So we already know we're going to win this case, right? But we still got to make the case. Come on, somebody. Just because your case is solid doesn't mean you win if you don't make the case.
Come on.
You got to place the petition. You got to bring the petition in the Kadosh place. You got to bring the petition in the Kadosh way. Let me help you out. You also got to bring the petition at the Kadosh time in the correct manner. That's this a perpetual pursuit, isn't it? Isn't that what he said?
Yes.
That we would hunger and what?
Thirst. For righteousness.
Come on now.
Come on.
We are hunger and thirst. David, what do you see going on here? I see a lot of people that are looking for water anywhere they can find it.
Yeah.
Even in a J-hook, right?
Right. Sure.
So what are you seeing out there? All of a sudden, the shift is occurring. Something we knew was coming. What are we seeing?
We're seeing people not cowering down, not backing down.
That's right.
And it, you know, you know the saying, you know, evil triumphs when good men do nothing.
Come on, somebody.
So, hey, I'm going to continue to get them in the water. I'm going to continue to get them in, to get them to the 12-stone altar. This is what I've been commissioned to do, and that's what I'm going to do.
That's right.
So, it has a good. It can be viewed both ways. It can be viewed negative, but it can also be viewed as a positive. And I, for one, choose to take the positive.
Well, there's a lot of positives that we're seeing, by the way, which I am very encouraged by.
Yes.
I am going to keep an eye on the comments here in case somebody has some things they want to pipe in. But I'm very encouraged by how that, though I'm also very happy you guys have your eyes open. You guys are very smart.
Yes.
I want to encourage you on that. But I also want to encourage you to be wise in the society, and be wise in the world. Yes. Where are they at? Where are people at? They're, this is a situation where it's an opportunity for us to really be sensitive, to be a help, to be encouragement. And that's what we're here to be. That's part and parcel with the gospel being preached, isn't it, David? I mean, sometimes the best way to preach is just to go lend somebody a hand, isn't it?
Show your fruit. Show your fruit. And that is paramount above everything. So when people are arguing, you don't jump into the argument.
Never.
No, you don't jump into the argument. Let them blow off their steam, because this is an emotional time right now for many people, and we have to be sensitive to that.
A lot of people, I know that we've been talking about a lot here, and I'm hoping we get more dialogue going out there about the right-wrong paradigm and the evil-good paradigm. and how that we got tricked into this paradigm. Yahuwah told us not to eat from that tree, but we didn't listen. And even in the Torah community, when I go log into some of these, I don't say a word. I jump into all these chats and I just look and I go, oh my goodness.
Yes.
Look at this. Everybody wants to be right.
Yes.
They're all eating of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. They all want to be right. Very rarely do you see somebody who knows how to be wise.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Which ones are the virgins that make it?
The wise.
So not
the
the
wise.
Good. No. So he didn't say good virgins. He said,
no.
What kind?
Wise.
Just want one more time, just in case somebody in the back didn't get that.
Wise.
What did you say, Mama? What did Wilson say?
Good point.
That's a good point. I know I did good when Mama says that's a good point. How many of you guys wish you would hear your wife say good point? I tell her, I say, I got to frame it. That's another good point.
That's another good point.
Okay?
Yes.
Encourage your husbands. Acknowledge their good points. Trust
They
me,
might get
those are
better
the
at it.
three ladies.
They might get better at it.
Oh,
I'll tell you that.
encouragement does a lot in a relationship. It's been forgotten. It's been massively ignored. But I'm telling you what, no, I don't know any man that would not want to hear. You know what? That's a great point. That is an absolutely excellent point. And
Here's
what does
one
that
for you.
do? It brings out
one for
more.
And I want all you husbands to do this. I want to exercise everybody. Say this right now. I want you to do this. Okay? You married? Are you married out there? Listen to me. Hold on. Is this on? You listening? Are you married out there? Yeah, I'm going to take over the screen. Hang on a second. Hold on a second, David. Hold on, David. Are you married out there?
Yes, sir.
Are you listening to me? I want you to ask your wife, how can I make you more proud of me? And then shut up. The end. That's my advice. You're not going to get a bad answer.
Right.
It's a wonderful goal. And your wife, if you're married, will say to you, wow, okay, I want to be proud of you. What a great way to position that. Right? So now I'm going to be proud of you. Perfect. Number one. So that's a good place to go to. I want to be proud of you. Every wife wants to be proud of her husband. And sometimes, and same thing with husbands. Wives can do the same thing, by the way. Wives can do the same thing, because if you got a spouse or a partner or a friend who isn't very happy with you and is speaking to you in a very negative way, that's a way you can break that, by the way.
Yes.
So you don't sound like you're very proud of me. Is there something I can do that make you more proud of me?
Excellent point.
So that you won't be so ashamed of me, because you seem a little bit ashamed of me, and I don't want you to be.
Wow.
So maybe there's some things I can do that would make you proud of me. And what a wonderful way to also heal maybe some things that are not so good in a relationship, right? So
sure.
In a gentle, kind way that doesn't necessarily create conflict, because again, we're conflicted out. I'm tired of conflict. I don't know about you guys, but I've had conflict up here. Okay.
Yes.
With
yes.
Conflict. All right.
Come on. With the I'm right and you're wrong.
I am so sick of that.
Yes.
Come on. You know what? You're right. Go eat lunch. Bye. I want to argue with you. Why? Why do you want to argue with me? Because I think I'm right. You're right already. How about that?
Okay.
How about we just go ahead and give you the win?
Right.
It's more important to you than it is to me.
You got to pick your battles, that's for sure.
And that ain't one of them.
And that ain't one of them.
Convincing you that you're wrong ain't one of them.
Exactly. Exactly.
Convincing you. When did I get assigned to the convince you you're wrong assignment? When did we get that? When did your job be? Go convince them they're wrong. No. Yeah. You preach the gospel, see who responds. The end. Right. Just preach. See who responds. The end.
Yep.
Why are you bothering with the people on the other line? So, they're preaching something else. So what? Well, I don't like what they're. Why are you listening? You obviously listening too much on other people. Why are you looking at somebody else's paper, by the way?
Come on. Worry about your own bubble.
Somebody asked, I've won fights I never even went to. Did you hear about somebody who was saying it? I didn't even hear about it. I don't care. I ain't got no time for it. I'm over here. I'm doing what I'm called to do. I don't know what you're doing.
Yes.
If you're minding my business and I'm minding my business, who's minding your business?
Whoops.
I said, if I'm minding my business and you minding my business, who's minding your business?
I don't get to hurt you in the back.
Somebody better be minding your business. You minding my business. Right?
That's correct. That's correct.
It's silly. And, you know what? But we grew up a long time ago. Okay, That's the thing. We talk about things like this 30 years ago. We were sitting on the back porch laughing our butts off, talking about what? Tell them, David. Come on, Mama. Say it out loud, Mama. Say it louder, Mama.
Wickedness and sin.
There's a bunch of wickedness and sin.
There's some wickedness and sin going on.
Here we go. Walking up and down the street, young whippersnappers can't even pull their pants up.
Come on.
Wickedness and sin.
Yeah.
Here we go. I mean, that's 30 years ago, folks. We just been watching this slow train wreck, man.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
It's kosher, by the way, you guys, so don't get on my case. It's kosher. It says so on the bottle, so just leave me alone.
Well, don't judge me because mine's not.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Exactly. Don't look at what I'm drinking.
No.
Says kosher on the bottle. I promise you. Whether it's kosher or not, I didn't go to the bottling plant. I don't know. But I'm not asking too many questions for conscience sake. No, but seriously, we got to get this evangelism understood that it's our job to just preach the good news. Tell them that, hey, we're sinners like you that got saved by grace. Okay.
Yes.
He gets us out of Egypt, and we got to walk all the way. All the way.
All the way.
All the way.
Without what? Without what?
Yeah, a lot of people that get in this don't make it, so keep walking.
But why did they not make it?
Unbelief.
Because of their grumbling.
Unbelief. They did not mix by faith.
Yes.
They grumbled against him. They did not mix with
him.
faith what they heard. You're not making it into the promised land, walking in Babylon, and he's not nudging the boats up together and you're just going to drop right over. No, honey, you're going to walk through a desert.
Or walk on water.
How are you going to see the desert bloomed and rejoice if you don't ever go to the desert? Right. I said, how will you ever see Isaiah 35 actually come to pass if you never pass by?
What?
You got to actually go. Here's a thought for you, David. I wonder how many people know that when you were joining like the Philippian church, that some people like, I would have been the Philippians because I love the book of Philippians. I used to hear people say this, like, I would have been with Corinth because Corinth was a little wilder, more my style, right? You know, whatever.
Yeah.
Do you know that these were all communities?
Yes, they weren't actually, buildings. Yes, you're correct.
Did you know that these were all kibbutzes? What you would call kibbutz today?
Yeah.
Bunch of believers living together in a community.
Mm-hmm. Sharing resources.
Yes. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's Philippi.
Yeah.
Or Corinth.
Mm-hmm.
Or Thessalonica.
Or Ephesus.
Yeah, or Ephesus, yes.
Yeah.
The city was the name that they were nearby, but their community was a community. Always was. Okay. So this is important because it's part and parcel to the gospel. Because what you're all starting to realize is that community matters. It's not just about getting a message and then going back to Egypt and sitting in your Egyptian job and working at the pyramid factory, right? It's about leaving and being with your people, the mishpacha.
Yes.
The mishpacha who have also left.
Mm-hmm. That's correct.
So that is a part of the gospel.
Big part.
Crossing over. Yes. I mean, in those days, you got baptized naked. That got quiet. Y'all got quiet.
That would be very
300 years. Y'all got quiet. Why'd you get so quiet? Yeah. 300 years. Like 300 AD, they finally, you could, up to that point, you were getting in the water. You were in your birthday suit.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You join in a community.
Mm-hmm.
See, this decision to get saved was not a blue card decision.
Come on.
It was not something at the end of some Greek gathering or some Roman, cathedral. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Don't Greekify it, and don't Romanize it. Don't romanticize it. Don't turn it into a crusade where thousands of people just came forward and somebody sprinkled them.
Mm-hmm.
That's not how it worked.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why they came so hardcore for this belief in Mashiach, the reason why they had the Council of Nicaea in the 4th century, the reason why they went so hard against the Nazarene is because the Nazarene were handing them their lunch, guys.
Mm-hmm. Yep. In excellence.
The Nazarene were whooping them.
Mm-hmm.
300 years later, they're still talking about this group. 300 years. Think about that for just a second. That's a group that started in the 1700s that are still powerful today. That's how long a period of time we're talking about, from the time of the gospel originally being preached to the time of the Council of Nicaea.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Where they decided, man, we got to get our hands on this thing because we can't beat them, so we got to eat them.
Yep.
We cannot beat them, so we're going to have to eat them.
And marginalize them, yes. Yes.
And that's when the real war started.
Yep.
Okay, because then we started with the compromise. Then you couldn't tell who the good guys from the not so good guys were, and you couldn't tell who the Nazarene were very distinct at that point.
Mm-hmm.
I said the Nazarene were very distinct. Okay, they wore their teeth seats. They kept the Torah. They kept the commandments. They kept the Zadok calendar. They did not play games with this stuff. All right, and so now you're having a recovery of that same thing. It's very, very exciting to watch.
Yes.
And the reason why is because people are actually reading. They're actually digging. They're actually putting 2 and 2 together. They don't need our help.
Nope.
They didn't get there by me telling them. It doesn't matter who was first.
Nope.
In 2010, I'm out there, Yahusha. 2012, I'm declaring Yahusha. Right? You were there, David. You were with us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? We're doing conferences and doing declaration. It wasn't until 2015 we finally started to see some movement.
Right.
2016, started to see some movement.
Yeah.
And the Sefer came out, and that helped a lot. That got a lot of people going, hey, maybe you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you're right. Maybe you're not crazy. You crazy apostles. Right?
Yes.
But you see what's happening here is there's an awakening occurring, just like it happened in the 1st century, David.
Yes.
Same awakening, same wind, same Ruach.
Yes.
And it's challenging everything that we thought was true.
That's correct.
Same way it did in the 1st century. Challenged everything they thought was true.
Mm-hmm.
And that's exactly what's happening now. But it was not, David, it was not, you go to some meeting that the Zadok are holding, Apostle Peter is going to be there as a preacher, and you go to the meeting and you sign up and that's it. No. Crossing over, man. You were creating communities where you were creating other communities. It was community.
Yes.
It was not church planting the way we think apostolically. We think of church planting. Somebody put a church somewhere, a gathering point. No, the gathering point was gathering to live.
Yes.
Not gathering just to have a meeting.
Right.
And that's where we got tricked out of the real power of the ecclesia. The Philippi ecclesia, the Thessalonica ecclesia, they were powerful. Okay, that's why they were attacked. That's why the enemies wanted them gone, because they were economically doing better. Think about it. They were healthier. They eat good. Right, David?
Yep.
They're eating clean,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Can you imagine, David, the herbal stuff, right?
Oh, we found out that it was given to Noah, the knowledge of the plants,
the secrets.
Yes, the secrets. Yes.
Right. And so all this was being recovered.
Yes.
They were doctors. They were the physicians, if you will. They were the medical community.
Yes.
Okay. They literally are and were, up to that point, the medical community. And the power and influence that they held was too high. It was too high, and they couldn't kill them off, because if you persecuted them, they grew. We just saw that. You kill one guy, now you created 50,000 more.
50,000 more. Yes, absolutely.
So that backfired, right? So they tried that back then too, right? And they're like, that backfired. And we fed some to lions. We got 5,000 more now.
Yep.
We thought we'd scare them away, and made it worse. Right? Made it worse.
That's correct.
Same thing we're watching right now. Made it worse.
Yep.
Good for you. Good. Then learn that doesn't work, right?
That's right.
So
that's right.
What did we see instead, David? What happened?
Well, instead of cowering down again, it exploded. I mean, I can't look across any of my feeds,
right,
without seeing, he was a great man, and he was. Let's
roll with that.
And
right.
And then let's stand up for righteousness.
That's right.
Let's stand up for what's right.
Come on.
And not cower down to evil men.
That's right.
Who that could care less about your walk or your salvation.
Stand up for your country. Stand up for what's right. And believe in freedom of speech. Believe in that as a principle. Those people that don't believe in such a principle, that's repugnant to your democracy or to your republic, right? So you say, hey, this is where we believe. You have to be willing to stand up to defend somebody's right to say something you abhor. In a free society, you have to defend their right to say it, even though you don't agree with what they're saying, right. Even though you don't agree with it. And I'm really grateful to see people from both sides saying the same thing on that, because I think that's a great point. And that's that regardless of whether you agree with somebody or not, you got that right-wrong paradigm going on.
Yep.
Can we all agree that it's wise while we're all working this out to be kinder and gentler? Yeah, we can agree that that's wise. So there you go.
That's correct.
I think that is where we're having to come to, because this whole, listen to me, I got it all figured out thing ain't going to happen, man. I don't care who you are.
Yep.
And that's a fool errand right there. Fool's errand.
Absolutely. There's even people that are, known to lean towards the left who said,
yeah,
no, this was not good.
That was encouraging to me. I actually love seeing that. I don't know about everybody else. I took the positive out of that. I was like,
cool. Absolutely.
I'm really grateful to see you moderate there. I'm grateful to see people on the left going, I'm not down with this.
Not down with that.
I'm not down with this. I'm grateful to see that. I am. No. I'm happy to see that. Yep. I have to say that to me looks genuine. Looks like a real. What do you think, Mommy? You think that's a genuine reaction going on out there? Think so? Absolutely. I think so. Absolutely. I don't know what I know about the facts of the actual event. I don't care.
Right.
I'm looking at the people.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Looking at the effect, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
I mean, the event itself, we could talk for 20 years. We're still talking about 9/11. Right?
Or JFK.
We can talk about what we saw right away was the effect on the country, the effect on people. Whether you believed it was a conspiracy or this or that, who cared? The point is people died, something went wrong, and there was a definite effect on human life. Be sensitive to that and be ministry to that. Whatever your opinions on this, that, or the other, keep that over here. That's separate.
Right.
And I think this is a great opportunity to get people in the water.
Absolutely, positively. Okay. If anything, it shows them that nobody knows.
Short, man.
Yeah, life is short. You don't know when your last chip is going to be cashed in, so you better make sure that you're right. You're right with Him. You're right with your Heavenly Father. You've repented. You're obeying the Sabbath. You're doing the best that you can possibly do.
That's right. And it's a journey.
And He honors that.
It's a journey. That's
Absolutely.
Right. He honors it, and he honors that you're on the pathway. Like, I think of this picture in my mind, right? So I think of like Moses way up in the front, right? Can you guys get like this picture? You've left Egypt, And there's Moses, and he's way up there, man. Like there's 6 million or whatever. How many people was it, honey? It's like 2 million people, I think, left Egypt. 2 million, something like that. 600,000 men plus women and children. Yeah, easy 2 million. Okay. So you got a couple million people walking. I mean, you're not getting close to the leader. You might read about him, but you don't get to. How often do you get to talk to the mayor of your town? Right? Not very often. Right. Well, you know what I'm saying? So you're somewhere in this caravan. You're in there somewhere. It's still up to you as the individual to get all the way to the promised land.
Come on. All the way over.
Yeah, you might have left as a group, right? You might have been part of the group that left, but individually, each one of you, like Joshua and Caleb, Yahusha and Caleb, they had to be on their own men who stood their own ground, regardless of what anybody else did.
Come on. Didn't get swayed by the masses.
They had to be willing to stand. You better watch when you follow those masses. Sometimes that M is silent.
M is silent.
And Joshua and Caleb didn't follow the masses, did he?
No.
Because they called them the masses, didn't they? Them dumb masses.
Yes.
They did not follow them. It was
That was the wide road. Come on.
Let's go take the giants out. I said, let's go get the giants. Too much fear. And that fear is what I believe is being arrested in this moment. It's counterintuitive, but it's being arrested. So
it's a lot of things that are counterintuitive that end up, working out for good.
Yes. I know, right? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited. I'm actually excited for the nation because I believe that there are sparks of life. There are sparks of people's deep person coming up, and deep is calling. And I believe that you don't start off at the end of a truther journey. You start at the beginning of a truther journey.
That's right.
You put one little chord that you go, hey, that's not true, and then now you're on a mission. Now you're on to all kinds of untruths to find the truth, right?
Yep.
You've left Egypt.
Yeah.
You left Egypt.
Yep.
Now you got to get to the promised land, but you have at least left Egypt. You are no longer drinking the Kool-Aid. Good for you. Come on.
Now you're going to get in the water. Yep. You're going to get your face in the dirt.
Yep.
Okay.
It's all going to be part of your deal. Yep.
That's right.
Everybody's going to deal with it, but at least you left Egypt, and congratulations, you're awake. You're no longer drinking the Kool-Aid. Good for you.
Right.
Good for you. And now you're going to find out who your real mishpacha are. You're going to find out that they're the people on the journey with you, aren't they, David?
Absolutely.
That's why they get together every week.
Yep.
That's why they won't leave each other's side. That's why they are had. That's what makes them mishpacha, because they know they need each other to survive this journey.
That's correct.
That's evangelism.
That is evangelism in a nutshell. Absolutely.
It's like, think of it like we're going to go through the ice wall. You're going to go by yourself?
That wouldn't be wise. That would not be wise.
That wouldn't be wise, right? What would be wise? Wise would be go with a co-group. And various equipment and various expertise and various skill sets. Like we got a guy that's good at this. We got a guy that's good at that. We got various skill sets. We got various talent. Or you want to go by yourself through the ice wall, to get to the other side, to the unknown lands. You want to go by yourself, or you want to come with a group that's going? Which do you want to do?
A group?
Yeah, which do you think is wise? Is a good way to ask that. What do you think?
Yeah. What do you think? Do you think it's wise for you to go by yourself?
Yeah, that's a great question. Do you think it's wise to always be by yourself?
Yes.
Do you ever have a flat tire? Do you feel wise when you're by yourself then?
I appreciate somebody being there.
Come on.
Right? Do you feel wise?
That's right.
I mean, no, you don't feel so wise.
No.
Okay.
No.
So understand where you are. Understand the hour that you're in.
Yes.
Okay. Understand the hour that you're in.
It's a serious hour.
This is a serious hour. It's what I was just going to say, man. David, take it away. This is a serious hour.
Well, I tell you, I heard something. I actually watched. I didn't hear. I wasn't going by what other people were saying. I actually watched a couple of videos of Charlie, and where he actually talked about keeping the Sabbath. where he actually talked about, those things that we talk about, okay, but that mainstream is not talking about. But he was bold enough to talk about it and to say that, he honestly believed that we need to keep the Sabbath.
Yeah, he's a cool dude in a lot of ways. I don't think he was there yet. I think he had more time, because look, we're on a
perfect.
journey,
Yeah,
right. And his time got cut short, so we don't know where he'd have finished.
But I thought that was an interesting.
There's a lot of hints that he might have been shifting directions too. So there's that. You just mentioned one element of that doesn't go along with certain narratives, right? So
that's correct.
There's that too. So I just think that we need to be very careful, to be sensitive, and also let's pick up what the Ruach is doing. So what's the Ruach is saying right now? What's the message that right? Tell them, David.
Come together in unity, in harmony, in one accord. You don't have to know. You don't have to agree on every single point, but we can agree that Yahushua HaMashiach, he is King of Kings. He is Melech HaMelechim. He is, the chosen.
And let's be honest, y'all know some of you are cuckoo, and it's a good thing nobody agrees with you. Goodness gracious, we'd all have been in trouble. There's some ideas you had were crazy, okay?
Yeah.
You need pushback. You need a little. Sometimes people got to say
checks and balances.
No, that was the pizza, honey. That was the pizza
with anchovies, okay?
Or whatever you put on your pizza, okay? Because it's true. We get a little out of our sorts. We can overreact, I guess, is what I'm suggesting. David, do you think that fellowship helps or hurts that? I know the answer myself. What do you think? Fellowship help or hurt your overreaction?
It helps curb your overreaction. We can, because I see it all the time out there. Where people are, jamming 5 loaves of bread down somebody's throat, and that's just not appropriate.
Doesn't work.
No, it doesn't work. In fact, what do we know that the sin nature does? It causes you to push back and say, you're crazy.
How often do we talk about evangelism? Once a week. How often do we the news? Once a week.
Once a week.
How often do we the meeting for the Shabbat? Once a week.
Once a week.
Why? That's about all you can handle.
Yeah.
I could go every day.
Listen, I remember.
Mama, can I go every day?
You could.
I could.
Yeah. Yes. That I know.
Mama says all the time, she goes, I'm still chewing what you gave me before. Can you be quiet?
Yes. And I do that with people a lot. I will present. I'll present it. Okay. And then I will leave them to their own thoughts for weeks, not months, but weeks, and then come back and say, how did you feel about, well, now that you mention it, I really felt some conviction and some, I really felt like he was trying to tell me that this is correct.
I've had elders that told me they could only handle once a week. And even that was a lot because of the profound nature. The anointing exposes things.
Yes.
And the deeper you are yourself in your walk, the more ripple effect some of the things you'll hear. Like those that have a light relationship might not catch the impact of the implications of certain things that are declared by the apostles. If you're listening to Apostle Moshe, he's having massive ripple effect. You listen to any apostolic anointing that you get under, it's going to ripple through a lot of your life, okay? And that is going to require some real steady character to endure because we're a foundational gift.
Yes.
We're here to shake it up. So when you get them saved and bring them in and they're hanging out going, man, my whole world's getting turned upside down. We're like, yeah, that's par for the course. Come on, let's take a walk.
Come on. Yeah, encourage them. Yeah, absolutely. That cognitive dissonance is a real thing.
That's why you can't break it right off.
You can't break it right off.
You got to walk with people.
That's why he didn't just break it right off of you, because you wouldn't have been able to handle it. Okay, you didn't get this way overnight, so you're not,
And I've been radical for 30 years. David will tell you, I've been radical, and even I had to go through a lot, and I'm radical.
Yes,
and I remember him telling me in 2015 that I had to get more bold. And I remember literally thinking, like, I'm not bold enough. I remember thinking that. And I was like, okay, well, we're going to get real bold then. And little did I know what he was going to have me do at that point.
Right.
But it was a lot to understand. And, it is dangerous to say things that people don't want to hear.
Listen, I sat there at the soundboard, okay, and there were times that even I said, "Whoa,
ouch. Don't hurt him, Peter."
But it usually took a day or so, and then the Ruach would come and say, hey, that was absolutely correct. Don't get all bent out of shape, because he was already bringing us to that place even way back then. I can look at it now. It's from an armchair quarterback position and say,
I know,
wow, he
so
made
much clearer
sure
now, but man, at the time where it's like, whoa, that's big.
Many
I
things
think like the right left or the right wrong paradigm. Some of you are just now getting this real massive revelation about how much damage that does. How the tree of the knowledge of good and evil is where all the fighting, arguing, debating, hostility comes from. And it doesn't matter to the community. It's whether it's the political community, right, wrong, left, right, left, right, let's fight. Left, right, let's fight. Right?
It produces competition. Yes.
Okay?
It produces competition.
And what about a double-minded man? Tell him, mama. Double-minded man, right? So left brain, right brain. Since you're double-minded, you don't even have agreement in your head. How can you ever come into agreement with anybody else if you can't even get agreement in your own head?
Come on.
I'm not kidding. I'm serious. You have a left brain and you have a right brain. And you're not even in agreement in your own mind. You can't possibly come into agreement with other people because you're unstable.
Yes. Unstable in all your ways.
Right. This is why our eye has to become single. Our vision has to lock on. What if you got one eye going this way and one eye going this way? What would happen to your vision?
First of all, you wouldn't be able to walk in a straight line. That's for sure.
All right. Now I'm fitting to preach. Okay. So
come on.
You got something to say. I'm fitting to preach for this. You were given. Come on, somebody. Let me help you out. Okay. Because, when you get married, you start to see straight. Come on, somebody. Help me now.
Yes.
He gave us two eyes. He gave us a left eye and he gave us a right eye. And the fact is that those two eyes have to become one so that we can operate together. He gave us a left ear and a right ear. And those two ears have to operate as one so we can hear and understand things. He gave us a left hand and a right hand so we can feel. But those two hands have to operate as one. They have to work together. And he gave us a left leg and a right leg. But those two legs have to work together as one so that we can get where we need to get to. But have you noticed that he gave us one mouth because we're supposed to eat the same thing, and he gave us one mouth so that we would say the same thing. He gave us two nostrils. We smell, but listen, we speak the same thing because we became one flame. We're no longer two flames. I got left hand, right hand, left brain, right brain, but we got one mouth because it's supposed to come together.
Come on.
And when we got convinced into this left brain, right brain, right, wrong paradigm and fed into that, we got turned into agents of war. Agents of conflict. How do I know you're an agent of conflict? Things are right or wrong.
Or wrong. Yeah.
You're an agent of conflict. Tell me you're a peacemaker. Things are wise or foolish.
Very good.
Very simple.
Yeah.
Very simple. What's wise? What's foolish?
Well,
soon as you cross that line, when you cross over, you are no longer, that's mishpaha. My mishpaha are those who operate pursuit of wisdom, not right wrong.
Come on.
Right wrong will cause destruction,
Conflict. Yes.
conflict, fire,
Competition.
wrong kind
Yes.
of fire, strange
Yep.
fire. This is why you had strange fire. It was competitive. This is why you had Korah, competitive. This is why you got people out there with the Yakumuffin problem, competitive. They all want to be right. The question isn't whether you are right. The question is,
Come
are
on.
you wise?
Come on.
Are you wise?
Yes.
Are you in pursuit of wisdom, or are you in pursuit of your own ego? Because that's what right is. Right is, I want to be right, so therefore, pat me on. Who cares?
It also feeds pride.
Yes. This is why the water levels us all, man. Aloha hayam. Yeah. Even Mashiach got in the water, bro.
That's right. Come on.
I said even Mashiach got in the water.
If he got in the water, who do you think you are?
It didn't say
Or
he
not
grew
getting
in
in
right
the
and
water.
wrong.
Yes.
It didn't say he grew in right and wrong. It didn't say he grew in knowledge of good and evil. Didn't say that. It said he grew in wisdom.
Wisdom. Yes.
Different tree.
Yes.
It's a different
Very
tree.
good. Very good.
So the people that are still fighting the right and wrong fight, leave them alone. Walk away from that. Don't get into that. They're trying to sucker you into a fight. Walk off that. Do what Messiah did. As soon as they got that right wrong paradigm, walk off.
You walked off like a boss.
Like a boss. Okay, don't look for them. They're not ready for the gospel. They're too busy opposing themselves. They're in a yin-yang fight of their own brain.
Come on.
Their left-hand brain don't know what their right brain's doing. So leave them alone.
Yeah.
Okay. They're the blind leading the blind. Exactly. Okay. Instead, keep preaching the gospel, looking for the people that pursue wisdom. They're the wise versions. What kind of versions?
Wise.
Right, wrong? They're not called the right wrong versions.
No.
They're not the versions of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil.
No.
They're not those versions.
No.
No. So they're not. So they're not good versions. They're wise versions.
Wise.
And the other versions are what kind of versions?
Foolish.
Oh, okay. So not good, bad.
Right.
So we need the right paradigm.
That's right.
Last days paradigm. Is this a last days paradigm? Is it a right before Messiah comes paradigm? Help me preach this thing.
Come on.
Help me. Okay.
Come on.
You know what I'm telling you is nailing it. Help me tell them.
Yeah.
Because they are hurting themselves. Listen to me. They are hurting each other, and they are hurting the preaching of the gospel with this I'm right thing.
You know how many people
on that mindset, which came from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, is getting in the way of evangelism, is getting in the way of everything.
Yes.
Get them in the water. Let the Ruach take over and get out of the way. He's going to craft a religion just for that person. That person's got to get up at 4 a.m. for something that the Ruach's going to make them do. I don't know what it is, but he's going to make them do it. And he's going to make them do something else and something else. He's creating a private religion for this person. Why? He has to. It's custom made for that person to fix their particular problem.
That's right.
And their particular mental issue and their particular emotional issue that I don't have.
Right.
I got my own kettle of fish over here. Right? He's got me doing my own stuff.
Right.
So every single one of you, he does private things with. How in the world are you supposed to give that to everybody? You can't. You just preach the gospel, the good news.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
Get him in the water.
He's responsible for tailoring. Yes. He's responsible for tailoring, for that person.
That's what he does.
Yeah.
He does a custom made. Look at each one of you. If you went out and preached your personal life doctrine, in other words, the things he has you do, we would hear all of you have a different thing. We would be like, wow, which one of those are right? They're all right. Well, that can't be right. Yes, it can.
Yes, it can. Yes.
And they said, well, how can that be? It's right for them.
Yeah.
Because he customized it for that person. I don't know what their problems are. You don't know what their problems are. No matter how much we preach or lay hands on you. But the Ruach does. The Ruach lives inside.
Yep. Absolutely.
So our job is just to get you to get that done so that you get all the the information that you need, the understanding that you need, the breakthrough that you need. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how we walk this walk out as Mashiach intended.
Mm-hmm.
That's how we walk.
That's correct.
There's
That's
no
correct.
shortcut. Messiah got hot in the summer. He got cold in the winter.
Mm-hmm.
He got hungry. He got tired.
Mm-hmm.
He got irritated. I said he got irritated. He got bothered by people. He had to deal with impatience. He had to deal with his own. He had to deal with it all. He overcame it all.
Yes.
To finish his course.
Of course. To finish his race. Yes. His mission.
Yeah.
Yes.
We don't know what we're getting saved either. We don't know if we're getting the next we don't even know what's going to come up out of that water.
That's
what
right.
gift is going to come up? I think about that. You ever think about that, David? Like, I don't even know what this person is going to go off and do, but you're saved now. You're in now. Come on.
Hey,
get him.
Listen.
Go get him, Tiger.
Yes.
I don't know. You know, did everybody know what happened when Mashiach get water baptized? He come out. Did they really know what was about to happen? I don't know. I don't think so. Do they know what's going to happen when you, my friend, on the other side of this broadcast, get out of that water? Do they know?
That's right. No.
I don't even think you know.
Mm-mm. No. No.
If you've not gotten in the water in the name of Yahusha, if you have not gotten in the name that is above every other name, for there is only one name under heaven whereby men must be saved.
One.
And if you haven't done that yet, you better contact my brother David.
Yes.
You better find one of those evangelists in that network of alliance of evangelists out there that we have and friends out there all over the world, and find somebody nearby to put you in the water.
Come on. Come on. That's right. That's right. It's a ripple effect. You know, one gets, he puts the next one in the water, he gets in that ripple.
We've already seen that. We saw one guy get baptized. Next thing, he's baptizing people.
Yes.
That's great.
Yep.
Multi-level baptisms. I'm down. Sign me up. I want to be a rep. Any last words before you let them go, David?
Well, listen, I tell you, let's make sure that we understand that we're not here to debate and argue with people.
That's right.
Okay, number one, right out the gate, do not get sucked into any arguments. Okay,
right, wrong.
Especially about right and wrong. Okay, don't do that, and really show your gentleness, your mercy, your compassion for the fact that they need to get to this place, and that's where your mercy and your compassion for them will cause them to, and they'll feel it. They'll know it. They know when somebody's being real, and they know when somebody's being not so real. Okay,
and there it is, right there. Be authentic. Be authentic. You. Okay, be you. Own it.
Yes.
Own your space.
Yes.
Own who you are.
Yes.
Great advice, David. Great advice. Thank you so much.
Don't argue with them. Yep. Don't argue with them. Just, you know what? Just show your fruit, and your fruit will speak for itself. All the words in the world are not going to sway that person. What's going to sway that person? Your fruit. Not your debates. Not your arguments. Your fruit.
That's right. My sister's
show that
right.
love. Yes.
Good and evil debates are never ending.
Yes.
They're the song that never ends.
Yes.
And I'm telling you, you'll talk to somebody, you know how they're stuck in it. You know how 3 years, 4 years later, they're still having a debate. You're not even there. They're debating without you. You're not even there.
Right.
You're not even on the other end. Like you're not responding. They don't care. They're still talking. Like, and another thing. And you're just like, I'm not even responding to you, man. It's been 4 years. You're still yelling about this.
Yeah.
And they're stuck in this loop.
Yeah.
They're stuck in a loop, and you got to pray for them because it's a demonic loop.
It's a loop of destruction. We've talked about that before.
From the devil. It's a tree of the knowledge of good and evil, good and evil, good and evil.
Yep.
Well, I'm right. I'm right. No, I'm right. No, I'm right.
Can we just get in the water
we just get in
Let's
the water?
settle this. Let's settle this right now. Let's get in the water. Okay? Let's settle this.
Let's get in the water. Well, thank you, David, for joining us. You're always at the light. We always laugh so much. We laugh too much. And we spend too much time laughing and not enough time on serious things like, I don't know, what would be more serious and then getting them in the water. I don't know, but we'll have to be more serious next week.
Yes. So we shouldn't smile at all next week, right? We should just sit there.
Teasing.
I'm teasing. I know you're kidding.
We have a little too much fun sometimes, I think, but I do want to encourage everybody to really take this moment seriously. So
yes,
again, thank you for joining us. I really appreciate it. And folks, we are always trying to lighten it up a little bit because it is an intense time. And we do feel that intensity just like the rest of you do. And so we try to bring a little levity, a little bit of less intensity than is already out there. And I do think that that's our role as peacemakers, our role as softeners, those who soften things a bit. And that's why it's much better for us to pursue wisdom than pursue telling everybody what we think is right. And when you go down that road, you're going to cause problems. So let me continue to encourage everyone who listens to any of our broadcasts to instead pursue being wise and to enjoy each different gift as it is, rather than trying to change it to be like you, right? Enjoy each person the way they were made, for they were fearfully and wonderfully made. Amen. So thank you so much for joining us. I pray this broadcast has been a berakah. Say goodbye to the good people, Mindy.
Hi, everyone. Wilson out.
Wilson out. She had work to do, so she hung out with us. Thank you for joining us. May Alua Hayam Baruch each and every one of you. And remember, Yahusha HaMashiach, he alone is King of Kings.